Fishing in the Dark by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band is going to be played in drop D tuning. That's where you take your 6th string, which is typically at an E, and you drop the tuning down to a D, so that the note is the same as your 4th string. It's just 1 octave lower than it. So that whenever you strum a D chord, you've got a nice kind of open sounding chord. Alright, so this song is going to begin with that little riff. It's kind of almost like a blues riff that's going on there. What you're going to do to make that is, I like to put my 2nd finger down on the 3rd string 2nd fret. Not so much to have this note actually ring out ultimately, but to prevent the open 3rd string, the G note, from ringing out. Because to get this riff to sound right, you don't want to accidentally be hitting the open 3rd string. So I tend to put my 2nd finger down on the 3 string 2 fret. That way, the movements with my 1st finger, which will ultimately fret the 5th string 2nd fret, versus opening the 5th string 2nd fret, with interplay between the open 6th string and the open 4 string, that riff can come off a lot more cleanly without the open 3rd string getting in there like. Alright, so the way that you're going to do this, a couple of notes. One, a lot of the riff is just straight down strummed. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a lot of what we hear on the recording is kind of a popped string. So imagine that you've just muted the strings and you're just kind of popping across like 1 and 2 and 3 and popping the and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a lot of that gives you the feel, that muted pop of the string, and that's just something to practice to get. But if you kind of palm mute, if you lay the palm of your hand right across the side of the guitar, that can help you achieve that sound. The movement of the notes themselves, you're alternating between strumming the open 6, open 4, and open 3 to strumming with your 1st finger down on the 5th string 2 fret, which I've already mentioned, which creates an open 6, a fretted 5 string, and open 4. Open 6, open 5, open 4. I may have said open 3 earlier. So it's alternating between an open 6, open 5, and open 4, and an open 6, a fretted 5, and an open 4. And you're making that movement by just putting your 1st finger down on the 5 string 2 fret. Now you can get away with this riff by just going like each down, switching whether or not your finger on your right hand, your 1st finger, is up or down. You can go open 2nd fret, open 2nd fret, open 2nd fret, up, down, up, down, up, down. And I'm speaking of my 1st finger. And you can get away with doing that. But what the riff is doing, you can hear it occasionally, there's interplay where it moves out of the 8th notes, the 1 and 2 and you can hear a little 16th note happen, like 1 and 2 E and 1 and 2 E and 1, like down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up. All the while, your 1st finger is still doing that movement of up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But what really gives the flavor to this riff is what your right hand is doing, either down, 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 just choosing to sometimes do nothing but downstroke those strings, or sometimes down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. So hopefully you can hear the difference there. Like the down strum would just be very slowly. With the interplay, the way that it's getting played, it would be something along those lines. All right, so that's the opening riff, and it's going to move from this version of a D chord essentially into G. that you do that is first finger to the first finger to the 6th string 5 fret, and bar with your first finger the 5th fret of strings 6, 5, and 4. And the interplay here, just like what your first finger was doing on the 5 string 2 fret, you're going to create with your pinky finger on the 5 string 7 fret now, going from your bar, which is 5 string 5 fret, to 5 string 7 fret with either your pinky or your ring finger, whichever is easiest. Same idea of down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That feel back to the D. And it repeats. And then before the chorus, the chord that comes in will be building on an A. That's just first finger fretting the 2nd fret of strings 3, 2, and of strings 4, 3, and 2 with an open 5. Build, 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 build. And then whenever we get to the chorus would be, you can hear it kind of a long down strum into it all the way down to the open 6th string. Your ring finger needs to be on the 2nd string 3 fret. First finger needs to be on the 3 string 2 fret, strum from the 2 string down to the open 6, and then you'll come right back down, strumming down across the string, strumming up, and then back down. And the strumming pattern from here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you're emphasizing the upbeats. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and like hit the 1 on the low 6th string, and then your and is your strum down. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and that can be done. You can hear kind of some little up down strumming that's going, but probably the best way to achieve this strumming pattern during the chorus would be down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. I'm saying down, 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 up, down. I mean down, down, rest, up, down, 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 up, down, down. All right, so the chords are going to be D, D, to a G chord, and because we're in drop D tuning, that G chord is going to be 6th string 5 fret with your ring finger, and then first finger pulled back to the 2 string 3 fret. Your ring finger will be muting out the open 5 string, but you want an open 4 and an open 3 string behind it. That's your G chord, back to the D chord, back to the G chord, and then the turnaround in the chorus is going to be an E minor to an A, to an E minor, to an A, back into our main riff. Alright, the way that the E minor is going to happen, since we're in an alternate tuning, it's the exact same shape as a typical E minor, you're just moving it down one set of strings. So your ring finger needs to be on the 6th string 2 fret, your 2nd finger needs to be on the 6th string 2 fret, your ring finger needs to be on the 5 string 2 fret, then everything else open. E minor to the A, E minor to the A, then into the D. Okay, very quickly, let me talk about the lead riff that is happening here. That wasn't it. There you go. All right, so the first little riff that you hear, it's an open 6th string, 2nd finger down to the 6th string 2 fret, slide to the 6th string 4 fret, and then the open 4 string. It's a very easy riff to pull off. The second one is that one. The way that you would do that is hit the open 6th string, put your 2nd finger down on the 6th string 2 fret, pull it, like strike it and then bend it, kind of up 1 fret, and then let it fall back down to the 6th string 2 fret and then open it up. So either or, and that might take some play to find where that right note is to bend to, but something along those lines. Whenever we get into the chorus, the next guitar part that you hear, it goes open 5 string to hammer on with your 2nd finger to the 5 string 2 fret, and then an open 4 string, and then that thing again. So it's really just 3 riffs that the electric guitar is doing in this. It's either sliding from the 2nd string to the it's either sliding on the 6th string from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret and then hitting the open 4th string, or bending purely on the 6th string along the 2nd fret and then opening up the 6th string open, or hammer on 5th string 2 fret. That's like an up, down, hammer, and then an open 4th string. I think that's it. So those are the chords and the movements to Fishing in the Dark by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.